This is a short film documenting the Women Making History exhibition produced by Artichoke of more than 100 extraordinary banners, which were made for the Processions project commissioned by 1418 Now, the UK's arts programme for the First World War centenary. The project marked 100 years since the first women in the UK got the vote. It involved the creation of more than 100 textile banners by artists and community groups across the UK, which in 2018 were carried in procession by thousands of women at events in London, Edinburgh, Belfast and Cardiff. In June 2021, these banners went on display for 6 weeks at London Scottish House in Westminster. This documentary shows a selection of these banners interspersed with footage of the processions and interviews with some of the women involved in their creation. The film opens on the London Scottish House exhibition, a long, light and airy hall ringed on 2 levels with metal balconies painted in red and white, and above these high windows reaching to the peak of the roof. Every wall and balcony is hung with colourful banners, with still more rigged suspended in the air between them. They are of various shapes and sizes, but the majority are around 1 by 2 metres, whether oriented as portrait or landscape. They are made using a variety of fabric techniques, including patchwork, applique and embroidery. The dominant colour scheme in this room is leaf green, white and lilac, the colours of women's suffrage. But this is broken here and there with jagged splashes of acid yellow and neon pink, redolent of the punk-era feminism of the 70s and 80s, and the rich jewel tones of South Asian textile dyes. Many banners bear simple slogans. A lavender banner in the centre of the hall reads "Unity in Diversity." It is flanked by a plum-coloured matching pair, their white scrolls proclaiming, "We will not be still and we have the courage." Others are more illustrative. On one, a 1918 suffragette and a woman of 2018 stand together in a gorgeously rendered field of purple pansies, holding their own banner which states that "Empowered women empower women." Above them, bluebirds bear a scroll reading "Rock the Boat." Still more convey complex stories and local histories. Some of the groups involved are refugee women who have only recently gained the right to vote in Scotland, a right still denied in the rest of the UK. Their "Voteless, Not Voiceless" hangs alongside an image of 4 young women in hijabs, their hands raised in a peace sign, proclaiming, "Women are powerful, speak out, be strong." 3 emerald green pennant banners celebrate great women of Indian heritage, bearing portraits of artist Amrita Shergill, activist and strike leader Jayaben Desai, and suffragette Princess Sophia Duleep Singh. These hang beside an image of the many-armed turquoise mother goddess Shakti, rayed with pink and orange lotus petals. Sophia also has her own broad banner, her black and white image sparkling with gems, beneath the slogan "Justice and Unity." On a shield-shaped banner of the Edinburgh March, women and girls from shepherdesses to bagpipers crowd onto the purple "sister ship" as it ploughs through silvery waves. A mermaid raises a sail which reads "Boats for Women." A banner for the Cardiff procession depicts the suffragettes of Llandudno, bedecked with colourful rosettes and the slogan in Welsh, "Dal Ati," keep going. Further south, one declares "Women of Essex, neither freaks nor frumps," and places their suffragettes in a crowd with notable modern-day feminists. Some take a humorous approach, such as the modern take on Botticelli's Venus, with contemporary photographs of women replacing the figures and the naked goddess being handed a bra as she steps not from a clamshell but a kitchen sink. In the waters behind her, other women are rising. Footage from the processions themselves show a vast crowd of mainly women, filling the streets of Cardiff, flocking down the green of the Mount in Edinburgh, or parading through London's Whitehall. Different sections wear gauzy sashes of white, lilac or green, the delicate colours creating a beautiful unifying effect in the sea of people. The artists and organisers who speak on camera include Suman Bukhar of the Southall Black Sisters Support Group. Suman has a thin, pale face with deep brown eyes and painted brows, a brown beanie hat on her shaven head. She wears a high-necked lavender jacket. Guria Niati, an artist with Southall Black Sisters group, is broad-faced with tan skin and a cloud of mahogany red hair beneath a straw hat with a black bow. She wears a grey raincoat and a pink and black silk scarf. Maeve McDonnell, an assistant producer with Artichoke, is a young, white, round-faced woman with long honey-blonde hair in a black checkered shirt. Bindia Gurung, an ambassador with Southall Black Sisters, is a young Asian woman with large tortoiseshell-framed glasses above her surgical face mask. She is dressed in a pretty cream lace blouse. Nicole Rene of Southall Black Sisters is a young black woman, her long ringleted hair swept back with an Alice band, wearing a blue and white striped shirt. Caption: Women Making History, a free exhibition 2nd of June to 11th of July 2021 at London Scottish House, Westminster, a display of more than 100 banners made for processions to mark 100 years of UK women getting the vote. Claire Hunter, community banner maker and textile artist.
Throughout the ages, text and textiles has always been used as a form of protest. Then there's a whole history throughout the world of people carrying their banners, both as a kind of flag of identity, but also to show solidarity.
Suman Bucha views a jewelled banner image of Sophia Duleep Singh.
I think I just want people to remember the sort of activism and the struggle of Asian women or women of colour. But when you look at the image of Sophia Duleep Singh, she was a lone voice in the 19th century. Some of our clients actually do not have the right of suffrage even now, so it's not a celebration of something that happened in the distant past, it's a kind of a live issue.
Huria Niati looks up at the colourful banner of the goddess Shakti.
I believe that art really, it's for the brain, it's not for the eyes. You know what I mean? It's really for the brains to help people to make inner transformation.
Lizzie McDougall, artist with Antala Soleil.
Walking with the banner through Edinburgh almost brings tears to my eyes just to remember it. We walked down the mound and round the corner of the National Gallery. Oh my gosh, it was such an incredible piece of living art to be part of this river of women. It really did feel like this journey of women going towards more opportunity.
Processions Belfast, Bobby Ray Purdy.
Whenever I see the group, they talk about processions with great pride. And they just ask, is there going to be another one? Is there going to be another one? Are we going to do another one like that?
Heidi Wigmore, Metal Culture.
Their idea right from the beginning was around wanting to project an image of their own autonomy and power and agency in a time where they feel the huge pressure from social media to conform to body perfect stereotypes.
Processions London, a sea of women fill Whitehall.
I think people sort of have to know that, so lots of people think women already had the vote, but I think it's important to know that they didn't and that we had to fight for it.
All those women, but there were also some men there, you know, and men along the sides being with us. That was such a beautiful feeling. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that day, ever.
Maeve McDonnell, assistant producer, Artichoke.
I see in each of the banners people still picking up on things that we're still fighting for today, and actually how important it is still. And I think it's wonderful.
A patch reads, Football needs lesbians. Swazik Kerry, Scottish Refugee Council.
At the time of making the banner, most women in the group didn't have the right to vote in the UK. Resilience and collectivity became a clear theme. The immensity of what women from refugee backgrounds have to carry and drawing the strength to keep going. In a historic change, people with refugee status will now be able to vote in Scottish Parliament and local council elections as of February 2020. Through processions, the opportunity to raise awareness of and fight for equal rights of refugees, I think that this project did that.
Asian women gaze up at the tasselled banners of Indian feminists. Processions Cardiff.
I think it's like brought back all those feelings of celebration, as well as not forgetting the struggle, you know, what women have had to endure in order to achieve the suffrage and are still fighting for today.
Bindia Gurung views the colourful Llandudno suffragette banner.
Today I'm here for the exhibition, so I really feel so honored to be here. So I really feel empowered.
A banner reads "Protest and Survive, Nicole Renee Southall Black Sisters."
Everything here is just beautiful, and it just shows me how much women have fought for this day. For me, after all of this, I would love to be at the front line on Elections Day.
Thank you to the artists and groups who made banners for processions, produced by Artichoke, commissioned by 1418 Now, based on an original idea by Daryl Videllingham, supported by NatWest, the Government Equalities Office, the National Lottery through Heritage Funds and Arts Council England, and the Department for Digital Culture, Media and Sport.